Hey everyone, thank you for watching. In today's video, we're going to be trying out some new makeup like I do here on most Fridays. And today is a bit of an eclectic hodgepodge of products. But I have these here from Colourpop. I finally did get in the Colourpop and Kathleen Lights loose pigments. So I picked up 3 different ones. So I'm going to be trying all of these on my eyes today. So I really wanted to do that today. But I figured since I only had 3, there was a few more new products that I thought maybe I could just add into this video. So I have these here from Pure Cosmetics. These are both powder products. I have the Afterglow Highlighter and then also the Matte Bronzer in Light. So just a couple of Pure products I thought we could test out. From Essence, I have a mascara that's new to me. This is the Volume Stylist Curl and Hold Mascara. And then also from Colourpop, they sent me over their lippy scrub, and I do enjoy lip scrubs, so I thought that we could test this out on our lips today too. So like I said, a little bit of an eclectic trying new makeup video this week, but why don't we go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so I do have like my foundation, concealer, and powder on and a little bit of contour, but I do want to start off with these loose pigments from Colourpop in collaboration with Kathleen Lights because I was really excited about these. I did purchase all 3 of these myself. I mentioned in a Will I Buy It video that I was picking these up, and I got a lot of different suggestions or ideas or what people thought I purchased, but what I got was the Archer, the Scales, and then also the Ram, because I am an Aries, and I do have my Aries shirt on today, which I am quite excited about. It's from Skull House Designs. I will have it linked down below. They just came out with their Zodiac shirts, and I immediately purchased the Aries. I snapped that right up. So I'm very excited about that. But yes, I'm going to be trying all of these on my eyes today, and then we'll just try out a couple of those other products as well. I thought what I could do is try out the Scales and the Archer each on one eye. And then I'll go ahead and remove that, and then I will do the Ram on both eyes and kind of finish the look out from there. So that's kind of my plan. That's what we're gonna do. So these from Colourpop in collaboration with Kathleen Lights are $6. They are available now on the Colourpop website. You can buy them individually. You can purchase the PR set with like the PR box with all of the different shades in there. I do have a new discount code with Colourpop. They've kind of been changing the codes around, but my new code is 5Samantha. So that will be linked down below. It's not an affiliate link, so I don't get anything for that. It's just a $5 off code for you. It does have to be on a $10 or more purchase. And then I believe it's still also a one-time use code. So once you use the code, I believe it is done for, but they keep giving us new codes, so every time we get a new code you can use it again. So I did want to mention that, and I will have it down in the description box as well. So these are what the little jars look like, and I wasn't planning to pick these up at first. Like when Kathleen Lights said that this was what she was doing with Colourpop, I was like, okay, I don't use loose pigments a ton, I could probably pass over those. But then I saw, especially like ThatGirlShae did the live swatches of everything, and I just thought that they looked so beautiful, and then I was really curious about it. So I ended up picking up the 3, and we'll go ahead and try them out today. So yeah, I'm curious about these, and I'm pretty excited. I was a little bit bummed though because my package didn't come for a while. I was hoping that this video could have been last Friday's video for when I was on vacation, but I didn't get this package until the day before I left. It took quite a while. They put like an extra lipstick in there for me. It said like, sorry, we're late. So they knew that they were behind on it. And you know, I'm sure that happens when they come out with a big release like this and a lot of people are purchasing and such. So that was nice that they included the lipstick, but I was a little bit bummed because I wanted to get this up sooner. So I'm sure you guys have already seen so many videos of applying and the live swatches and all of that, but I still wanted to play with them and test them out, you know? So I'm going to kick it off with the Scales, which looks like this and is described as a cool toned pink with an icy blue sheen. Now I really enjoyed seeing these when people were applying them wet. That's really the reason that I decided to go ahead and purchase them. So the brush I'm going to be using is the E54, and I am going to go ahead and spray it with a little bit of setting spray because that is how, like, that's kind of what really sold me on these pigments. They still looked pretty when they were dry when I was seeing them, but really when they were wet, I was like, okay, that's what I'm most interested in. So I just got my brush damp with some Fix Plus, and I'm gonna dip it into the container here. Again, I'm not great with pigments, so we'll see how I do. I'm a little bit nervous, but there is what the Scales looks like. And then I do just have some concealer down on my eye, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it and see what it looks like. Okay, so that is super pretty. I noticed I got like some fallout right away in my lashes, so I would have to take care of that if, you know, I was going to be having this one stay on my eyes and whatnot, but I feel like that applied really smoothly. I didn't really have to work very hard for that one, so that's pretty sweet. And a little bit more. I'm gonna add just a little bit more to my brush and just kind of pack it on here. That is a really pretty shift to it, and I really like that light pink color. A lot of people guessed the Archer and the scales. I mean, so many people guessed the Ram, of course, but a lot of people guessed the Archer and the scales because I do love purple and pink. So I thought that these would be really fun choices. I think that that looks really pretty. I quite like that. I thought that it was easy to apply, and I really don't have a lot of fallout down here on my face, so that's pretty good because I kind of expected, especially when I first placed it and I got some fallout in my lashes, I was like, this is gonna be all over my face in a second, but it's really not. And again, that's just, I don't have any other like shadow, I don't have any sort of like blending color in the lid or anything like that, so honestly that was pretty darn easy to apply, and I think that that looks pretty good. I like that. Alrighty, so next up I'm going to be taking the Archer. This is described as a deep plum with a turquoise duochrome sheen. Ooh, very pretty. So I'm just grabbing out a clean E54 from Sigma, and once again I'm just going to go ahead and get my brush damp. And here is what the Archer looks like on the brush. I'm just going to go ahead and apply to this eye. This one is a very, very deep purple. I feel like this one would benefit from having a little bit of blending action going on over here, but it's a beautiful shade. I did get a little bit more fallout onto the face with this one too. Generally, if I'm going to be working with loose pigments, I would do these on the eyes first before I do my face, but just in the interest of saving some time for today's video, so I'm just kind of slightly blending it out just with the same brush, so not quite the easiest, but I think that purple is really pretty, and there is just like that hint of a blue in there, like when you shift your head, it's kind of like those mermaid vibes. I think that that one's really pretty too. I think between the two, I mean, they're just totally different. It's kind of hard to compare. I think I might wear the scales a little bit more, but I really like the drama that the Archer brings. What do you guys think between the two? Which one's your fave out of these two? So I thought it would just be fun to try both of these on my eyes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off, and I'm gonna do the Ram on both eyes and then kind of just finish off the look from there. But I really wanted to try out all three, but I just didn't think it would be like an interesting enough video if I was only trying out 3 pigments on my eyes. But yeah, you'll have to let us know. But there we go, the scale and the Archer. Alrighty, so I went ahead and wiped those away and then reapplied my concealer. I don't do this very often, but every time I do, I'm like, how does ThatGirlShae do this? Because my eyes would just be absolutely killing me if I live swatched every single one of these. It's crazy. She has crazy dedication. But to finish it off, I'm going to do the Ram on both eyes. I definitely got the Ram because I am an Aries, so I really wanted to try this one out. So here is what the Ram looks like. It's described as a bright orange coral with a gold duochrome sheen. So I'm very excited about this one. I'm going to be using a different brush because I ran out of clean E54s. This one is the Sigma E56. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to get it wet with my Fix Plus. Right there is what it looks like wet on my brush, and let's go ahead and see how she looks. No way. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, that looks really cool. Like, it's not a color, like I don't wear orange on my eyes a whole ton, but I do think that orange looks really pretty with green eyes, but this looks really, really cool. I'm gonna pick up just a little bit more on my brush and kind of tap it right in the center. I really like the way that looks. I got like a little piece of fallout right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dust that away. But that looks really cool. That is a total Aries shade if I have ever seen one that is an Aries. For sure. And I thought that that was really easy. I've been having a really easy time with these pigments. I honestly was expecting like all kinds of fallout onto my face. I don't know. I just thought that they would maybe be a little bit harder to work with, but that's pretty easy to me. Okay, so here is what the Ram is looking like on both eyes. I mean, that's a true fire shade. I think it is awesome. I love all of that gold in there too. like, I don't feel like I have anything like this that will look like this on my eyes in my collection. So I'm actually super happy I got the Ram. This was the one that, like, I definitely purchased it, like I said, because I am an Aries. Like, that was the reason that I purchased this one. But I think that this is my favorite out of all three that I purchased. And I just feel like this is so cool. And I don't have a lot like this in my collection. So I'm pretty happy with the Ram. And like I said, with all three of them, I felt like it was really easy to apply. You know, I did apply them wet because, again, that's what was the selling factor for me on these personally. That's why I decided to purchase them. But getting them wet, I mean, I feel like it just really brings out the cool factor in these. Not a lot of fallout, very easy to apply. Definitely the Archer, I think, would need some blending. But both the Scales and the Ram, I mean, this honestly didn't take me that long. I don't feel like I really need to do a lot blending wise with this either. So, you know, just slap this on in some mascara or lashes or whatever and go. So I feel like that was pretty easy. So I'm actually pretty happy with these. Again, these were $6. Obviously it's a pigment. It's going to last forever. I think I purchased a MAC pigment, I don't know, 5 years ago, and it doesn't even look like I've put a dent into it, even though I used to wear that quite a bit. So I'll definitely have these for a long time. So I'm pretty happy about these, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of eyeliner, but I do have a mascara that we can try out next. So I'll finish off the eyes with a little bit of mascara. Okay, so I got a bunch of different mascaras in from Essence. They sent me so many, which was super cool, but this one kind of caught my attention. So I'm gonna try out the Volume Stylist 18-Hour Curl and Hold Mascara. It says with micro styling waxes, which I am very curious about, but I thought that the packaging was really pretty. This is $4.99. I found it on the Ulta website, so I'll have everything linked down below. $4.99, so that's pretty crazy. It says this mascara transfers the best hairstyling trends to your lashes. What? The special braided design of the cap has never been seen before. The creamy black texture provides a long-lasting volume effect plus an incredible curl that stays where it belongs thanks to the special micro-styling waxes and the innovative paddle brush. Stand out with perfectly styled and curled lashes. Well, now I'm all sorts of curious about what this handle is going to look like, but yeah, you can see here that braided design. Okay, and then let's go ahead and look at the wand. Here's what the wand looks like. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. I did add some Pure Hotline eyeliner to my waterline, and then I just kind of smudged it a little bit on the lower lash line, and I'll see if I want to smudge out a shadow, but honestly, like, I feel like the eyes just have a lot, like, they don't need a lot more right now, you know? So okay, so this is the mascara after one coat. I do feel like I can definitely see a curl with the lashes and a little bit more volume as well. But I do want to go ahead and add a second coat and see how it looks. This side has 2 coats on it now. I just did 1 coat on this side so you can see the difference, if you can see a difference. So again, I definitely noticed the curl with it. I'll be curious to see how long, like, the curl kind of holds up. Definitely gave it some volume and a little bit of length too, so I think that it looks pretty good. I can tell that it is more of a wet formula, so I'm kind of trying to be a little bit careful of, like, how soon I'm fully opening my eyes and all of that, because I don't want to get a lot of transfer. I have tried some Essence mascaras in the past. My biggest issue was the transfer with them. I do have longer lower lashes, so I can't always wear mascara on my lower lashes, or just like any mascara on the lower lashes, because I'll get a lot of mascara onto my under eye area. So we'll kind of see how it goes, you know, throughout the day, and if I get any transfer on top, on bottom, and all of that good stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and add the second coat over here. But I do like the way that it makes my lashes look so curled. I think that that's really pretty. It is definitely a more clumpy. I wasn't really getting a lot with clumping on this side, but this side I'm kind of having a little bit of a struggle over here with some clumps, but smooth those out. Alrighty, so here's what the lashes are looking like with the Essence Volume Stylist Mascara. I do think that looks pretty good. I like it right off the bat, so we'll kind of see how it wears throughout the day and all of that. And of course, with all my first impressions, I always come back in a couple weeks to give my full thoughts on everything, but off the bat, I like that. Like, I feel like my lashes are very defined and, like, boom, like they're there, you know? They're not just hiding today. They're there. Alrighty, so I'm gonna move over to the face, and I'm gonna try out these powders here from Pure Cosmetics. So they sent me a variety of different powder products in here, and I pulled out the bronzer and the highlight. So this bronzer is in Bronzing Act. It says it's the Matte Bronzer Light. This is $26 and it's supposed to be natural, it's supposed to be buildable, it's supposed to be blendable. A lot of different claims on this guy. So this is what the packaging looks like. It has the mirror in here, and honestly it has a nice scent to it. Like, it's kind of like a cocoa scent, and I'm not mad at that. The brush I have sitting out here, this is from Benefit. It is their, what is this brush called? Is it like the hula brush or something? I don't know. Probably a bad blogger because I don't know that off the top of my head, but I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up. I am filming this on Wednesday. We got back from our vacation on Monday, so I do have a bit of a tan going on. My sunburn is also peeling, if you've noticed that. And if I'm a little bit low energy, it's because I'm still very, very tired from just vacation, and we had a very long travel day on Monday. We didn't get home until midnight, and then yesterday was a little bit crazy. I'm finally doing my laundry today, like as I'm filming. I'm like taking breaks to do my laundry, so still pretty tired and in recovery mode, let me tell you, from Punta Cana, but it was super, super amazing. We had an excellent time, so I'm really glad that we were able to do that. So I do have a tan again, which is amazing. Not mad at that. Got a lot of sun, lots of sun. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of lightly bronze up here. The weather was beautiful the entire time. Ooh, I feel like I'm already noticing some black under my eyes here from that mascara. I figured that might happen, but that's okay. We'll keep on pushing on. So I do think that looks pretty. And again, I'm just kind of building it up here to get to where I would like to be. And I feel like it's blending out really well too, so it looks pretty good. We had great weather in Punta Cana. It was amazing. And our third day there, I believe it was, we did a boat tour. You know, we booked like an excursion that took you off the resort and all of that. And we did this boat tour on a catamaran, and they took us to, it was in the Caribbean Sea, which was really cool. And they took us to this, they called it a natural pool. That's how it was said in the brochure, but it's just like a spot in the sea, and they let us go off the boat, and the water was only like waist high, and it was so clear, like so clear. It was amazing. And we got to snorkel, and then we had like lunch included, and we just got to like hang out for a while. But that was the day that all of us came back burnt. I mean, my lips were burnt, my hair was burnt, and we did everything. We were applying sunscreen, I mean, at least every hour, and sunscreen on our lips. I was spraying sunscreen in my hair because I know that your scalp gets burnt, but I think it was just one of those things where like, you didn't stand a chance. You didn't stand a chance against the sun that day in just so many hours. I mean, we got on the boat at like 9 o'clock, and I don't think we got off the boat until 5 or like just after 5. So I mean, it was a full day, like really not a lot of breaks. When we had lunch, it was underneath a, you know, like a little thing out on the beach. So we got like a little bit of reprieve there, but then we, you know, went back into the water, and obviously like, we love the sun, we love the water. We're like, heck yes. But then the next day we all woke up and we were like, oh no, what happened here? But we did our best, because I know like when you get sunburned, people are like, well, you have to wear sunscreen. It's like, no, we know, we did. We wore sunscreen, reapplied so frequently. We were putting it in all kinds of places. You know, my ears got burnt, and I'm always the person that like is reminding my husband, don't forget sunscreen on your ears, your feet, your toes, everything. We were doing it all, but we didn't stand a chance. And it wasn't just me. All of us got burnt, and we all tried our best. So, but it was super fun. No regrets, no regrets. The bronzer looks super pretty. It was very easy to blend out. Like I said, I do believe that it's buildable. I just feel like it looks like nice and natural on the skin. Oh, okay. Alrighty, so liking the bronzer from Pur. I don't have a blush, so I'm just going to grab whatever is closest to me, and that is my Hourglass Ethereal Glow Blush, which is in my February Shop to My Stash, and I always just have my bag there. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it down below. And it's almost like, it's crazy how short February is, but it's almost time to be going through and picking out my products for March. Oh, that's crazy. February goes so fast. But so that is the blush, and then for the highlight, this is the Afterglow Highlighter, also from Pur, so really similar packaging to the bronzer, and this is also $26. Ooh, it feels feels really smooth, really creamy. Ooh, okay, there's the highlight. That is really pretty. Ooh. I don't think that these are like new products. I think maybe they're just like being re-promoted or something from Pur, because I feel like I've maybe tried the Afterglow highlight, or at least heard about it maybe in like a past life, I'm not quite sure. Use the Bdellium Tools 787 as a highlight brush. I'm just gonna kind of pick up a little bit and tap it off since that swatch was pretty darn intense there, and then go ahead and start to apply to the cheekbones. It says it's supposed to give you a natural yet lit from within radiance. So go ahead and, wow, I really like that. This is the kind of highlight that I like. I feel like it looks kind of wet on the skin. It was pretty easy to build up. I wouldn't really light hand it right away just because that swatch was so, you know, woo. So I kind of went in light handed, but I built it up and I think that looks really pretty. Ooh, I'm liking this, Pur. I will say though, I'm getting a lot of mascara, especially on this eye. A lot of mascara down here. So when I try that mascara again from Essence, I'm gonna skip doing my lower lashes just so I don't have that issue. And I'm just gonna keep what's on my brush. I didn't add any extra product. I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight a little bit on the bridge of my nose and then the tip of my nose. That highlight I think looks really good. Okay, I like that. Who else has tried the Pur Afterglow Highlight? I think that is really pretty. So I don't have like a traditional lip product to try today, but I really did want to try the Colourpop Lip Scrub just because I did, like I said, I got sunburn on my lips and they're still kind of feeling the effects of it. They were pretty swollen. So like I said, we did that the 3rd day of vacation, so the 4th and 5th day. They were pretty swollen, and even in yesterday's video that I filmed, which would have been the Will I Buy It that went up, I even made a comment on it because my mom at one point was like, it looks like you got lip fillers. I'm like, great. Fabulous. But I feel like they've gone down a little bit, but I feel like they could still go for some exfoliation. So thought that I could try out the lip scrub from Colourpop. Now this was sent to me. Colourpop does send me a few PR packages, but I did purchase all those pigments. But this was in the latest package that they sent. It smells really good. So here's what it looks like. This one is in the shade By the Bushel. So these are $14. That seems like a lot. I didn't realize they were $14. It's on sale right now at the time I'm filming for $12, but I thought they were like $8. I don't know what I was thinking. But man, that smells really good. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like dip my pinky into here and go ahead and apply this to my lips. See what we think. I do like lip scrubs, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. Honestly, it smells good, tastes good. It's nice and exfoliating. You know, it's got like the little granules in it, so it's nice and exfoliating on the lips. I feel like this is what I needed today, for sure. I'm not gonna lie, usually when I do any sort of like lip exfoliation, I usually just leave it on there and kind of let it like naturally fade away, but I'm gonna leave it on for just a few minutes and then I'll wipe it away and then I'll find just a lip product to throw on. But, that actually feels really good. And I do like the way it smells. I can see myself really liking this. It just seems a little bit higher price for Colourpop. That price kind of threw me a little bit, but again, this one is By the Bushel. So it's that really light pink, but again, it's an exfoliating lip scrub, so that's not anything too serious, but I like the way that it feels for sure. And taste. Alrighty, I just went ahead and added a little bit of the Marc Jacobs Mocha Choco Latte. I just wanted a little something to throw on my lips to kind of close out the outro, but to run through all of the products, because that is it. That is all we got for today. I really do like these Colourpop pigments off the bat. I'm pretty impressed with how easy it was. I thought it would be a lot messier. I thought it would be a lot of fallout, and I don't know, I just thought it would maybe be a little bit more complicated. Would they look okay on my lids? But I like them all. The Ram is definitely my favorite. I just think that this looks so freaking good. It was really quick, and I just think it looks awesome. And the scales and the Archer, I liked these just as much too. So will these be like my most reach for, like my most go-to products? Probably not, but it'll be something kind of fun to have in my makeup collection. And like I said, I thought that they were pretty easy to use, so I'm actually really happy with those Colourpop pigments. The Essence Volume Stylist mascara, I do really like the way that it's making my lashes look, but I am gonna have to skip the bottom lashes because there's just too much transfer for me. I am planning to film another video after this, and I'm gonna have to try to do something about the transfer that's already on my under eyes. But other than that, I do think that my lashes look really pretty right now. For the Pur powders, I really liked both of them. I thought the bronzer looked really nice and natural. I thought that was awesome, and the highlight actually has me really impressed. I think that that's a really gorgeous highlight, so I'm excited to keep trying these out. And then the lip scrub from Colourpop, I mean, you know, lip scrub is a lip scrub. Maybe not everybody needs it, but I quite like this one. I don't really have any complaints about it. I can see myself setting it on my desk for any time that I need to exfoliate my lips, especially right now because they need a little bit of help at the moment after getting that little burn. But that was the Colourpop lip scrub. But after that, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me try out some of these products. So you'll have to let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in Sunday's video.